Okay. Um, let's get the microphone back. Hello, everyone. Hopefully this is working. We don't know what went wrong, but Facebook would not let us run any type of live video at all, which has never happened before. So hopefully we can get everyone back. Christian's testing right now to see if I am live on any platforms, but it's not showing me any viewers or comments. Maybe because people are taking a little while to get here.
Oh, it looks like your old summer live show.
My old summer live show.
Your that is now a video of your test.
Okay, and this is a new event.
This is a new event.
It does say Kelly Morgan is live now in my Join My Summer Jewelry live show.
Let me search for you.
So, okay. Hello, guys. If you're on YouTube, I see Suko and Kellyanne. That's great. Is that on YouTube or Facebook?
That's on Facebook.
Okay. Is it a new event or is it in the original event?
No, it's not in.
I can hear you. You're double echoing. So why don't you turn your sound off?
I'm gonna have to go in the other one.
Okay. Is it the summer event? Is it the event I'm supposed to be in, or am I in a completely new show on live on?
You're in a completely new show.
I'm in a completely new show. Okay. Well,
That other show was closed because of the test you did on the other computer.
okay. So my live dashboard. So nobody's on Facebook. Everybody's on YouTube. Sorry, guys. This has been an absolute nightmare. Okay. Well, Christian is gone. Well, I'm glad that some people made it to YouTube. You guys, if you wouldn't mind helping me out, if you can try to go back onto my Facebook page into the event that I think has now ended because I had to shut down that stream. And maybe like, well, no, because if the event is ended, you can't message people where to go. But anyway, hopefully they will find me. Okay, yes, I can see that YouTube is fine. And yeah, I don't know what happened with Facebook, but I think we missed the chance to go live in the event where I said. So yeah, Suka, I don't think it is letting us post messages in there anymore. So hopefully people, I did post a few things before it ended. I posted to come to YouTube. So hopefully people figured it out. But anyways, let's just get started. We're a little bit late. This will probably be a shorter show tonight due to our technical difficulties. But welcome. I am Kelly Morgan of Kelly Morgan Jewelry. This year is my 20th anniversary. I have been making jewelry for 20 years. I trained in Florence, Italy with a master goldsmith, and I make everything by hand. So yeah, Christian, do you know, so the Facebook event has ended and now I'm just live on my profile page? Okay. If you can possibly try to go to Facebook and see if you can message people who were commenting on the original one, do you think you're up for that? No. Okay.
I'll try.
Okay, well then, yeah. Unfortunately, oop, the camera has gone. Yes, unfortunately, my roommate gave us both COVID, and Christian is really, really sick. We've both gotten really sick with rebound, so that's why the original show was June 5th and got postponed now. And yes, I wish I could go in there and message people individually, but I can't. So anyway, moving on. I have, I think, 30 pieces to show to you tonight. I hope everyone made it okay. And sorry, that will never happen again. I will cancel a live show next time we're not able to run a test. So I do have 30 pieces to share with you tonight. I have a lot of new designs, which I'm excited about, and I will be basically telling the story of each piece. I will tell you the price and the layaway price and if there is any show specials. And then you can type sold in the comments if there is any particular piece that you fall in love with. So, all right, moving on. I'm going to go ahead and play our 3 trays tonight. These are the pieces I'm going to have available, and the first tray has all of the new ones. So here they are. We have the Goddess of Dance, the Cosmic Sun and Moon, the Druid, Flower Power, the Silver Panther, the Modern Witch, the Koi Fish Pond, the Cherry Blossom Princess, the Art Deco Goddess, and Cycles Perfecta by Alphonse Mucha. It's based on an Alphonse Mucha painting. Tray 2 is the Butterfly Fairy, the Eagle Talisman, the Queen of Hearts, the Book Lover, the Cosmic Whale, the Rainbow Snake, Amaterasu, the Japanese goddess of the sun, Beauty and the Beast, Vesta, the Roman goddess of the hearth and home, and the last unicorn. And then tray 3, we have Circe, the sorceress, not the mirror phoenixes. I will explain that later. Calliope, the muse, Artemis, the goddess of animals, the lady of the lake, the Art Nouveau mermaid, the tiger, the golden bee, the bluebell fairy, and the tall ship of adventure. So those are our, go back to both cameras. Those are all the pieces we have tonight. So yeah, Sugo, I think it's streaming just like live on my profile page, but the actual event stream key died for some reason. So I don't think people are going to be able to find me in that one, but I do see a few viewers on Facebook. So hopefully everyone can come and find me. All right, but without further ado, let's start with our goddess of dance. And of course the camera, well, okay, I can't see it in the camera, but that's fine. We'll just work with it. This is the goddess of dance. She is specifically a Grecian goddess called Terpsichore. What? Yeah, I don't want to push anything that I shouldn't. Okay, great. Thank you. This is Terpsichore. She was the goddess of dance, specifically from the 9 muses. So I have her here in her streaming silver dress with her golden hair. She is striking a pose while dancing as her dress flows around her. And she is set on this beautiful purple charoite stone and, of course, beaded with matching amethysts. I do have videos of every piece out in the sun. I used to just do videos of a few of them if they had like a color change, but now I do it of all of them because I think they just look so great in the sun. I want people to be able, and there's really good detail on the videos. So yeah, you can see what a beautiful bright purple she is there. And then I have tried her on so you can see all of them are beaded to around 19 inches for my gemstone chains, but of course I am happy to adjust that if needed. We do have our first show special. The dancer is normally $2,300, but tonight she is $1,990, and then her layaway would be $498 for Terpsichore, the goddess of dance. This was one that I actually had a request to make. She was a dancer and asking like, oh, I would love a goddess of dance, and so I came up with this design, and I loved it so much that I had to create it one more time because there's such movement in it. It's really fun. Okay, moving on to our cosmic sun and moon. This has been probably one of my most popular designs in the last couple of years. It is very astrologically influenced, as you can tell. I love astrology and tarot, and so this is highly influenced. We have our silver moon and our golden sun, and this piece is all about the balance between your inner and outer worlds. So helps us sort of with the person that we are inside versus the person that we project onto the world. So here is the beautiful labradorite on the back. This is a really beautiful one with blues and golds and some dark blacks as well running through. And then of course you have the little golden star and the labradorite chain. I will try this on while I play the video here. Here it is out in the sun, and you can see that like electric blue kind of golden labradorite stone. Excuse me. And there is the backside with that beautiful gold and blue. I will switch back to me. Where did I go? Oh, the me cam. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still pretty sick. Here is our cosmic sun and moon on the labradorite chain. This one is priced at $2,500 because of the solid gold sun. And then the layaway is $500. It's a little bit on the smaller side. I wanted to do, the last one I did was quite large. And so I wanted to do like a slightly more dainty one. And the cool thing about this is that the sun is actually really 3-dimensional. Go back to the jewelry cam here. So I dapped out the sun with my little chasing kit, and so it actually has a little, like, the sun itself is rounded, and that's how I got the little features in there, which is really fun. And then the actual part um, of the sun's interior is 22 karat gold, and then the flames coming out of the sun are 18 karat gold. Oh boy, I hope I am not going to be coughing all night. Gonna take some tea. It feels more like just a dry spot. So hopefully it will go away. All right, next up we have two new pieces. I go to both cameras. I will do the Druid first. This is one of my favorite new designs I've done in a while. As some of you know, I do play D&D, so I love my Druids. And of course, even if you don't play D&D, Druids are protectors of nature. They are beautiful keepers of the forest. This particular Druid is holding her staff, which is blooming into a tree. I'm going to zoom in because there's a lot of detail on this one. She has a crown of vines. Her braids are flowing on either side of her, and then she has this really intricate vine shape up and down her dress here. She is the keeper of the forest. She reminds us that we should care for Mother Earth so that Mother Earth can care for us, and that we need to protect the forests and the animals. She has a beautiful ocean jasper stone. This is a really unique stone. I have been saving this one for a while. I don't do brown colors too often because I just don't see great stones in them. But this one is gorgeous with the little classic circles that ocean jasper is known for. And I thought the brown hues were perfect for our woodsy druid. Let me get her video out in the sun there. And this one I didn't have any beads that I loved with her. I could do her with pearls, like sort of golden brown pearls, but I really liked her just on the simple sterling chain. So here she is on our sterling chain. And you can see this is an 18-inch too. I prefer the 18-inch, but you could also do 16, which I think would look really nice, or even 20, which is lower. I do have a show special for the Druid. She would normally be 2,800, but tonight she will be 2,600, and then her layaway is 520. I really love. Let me take her off so we can see that. I love the intricate braids. I spent so long in the studio messing with the design on the braids and the brocade. I kind of went crazy and redesigned it while I was making it, which I am not supposed to do because it takes forever. But I really love how these extra little details came out. So that is our Druid and Protectors of the Forest. Next up, we have Flower Power. This piece was inspired by the 60s and their wonderful civil rights resistance movement. I love hippies, 60s hippies. I very much dressed like a hippie all through high school and was very in love with their whole Art Nouveau. I mean, the 60s movement is really an Art Nouveau wrong camera. The 60s is really an Art Nouveau revival. So of course I love all things Art Nouveau. And so this piece is Art Nouveau inspired. She has golden flowers all through her hair. And then these beautiful flower tattoos. So, oh, bye, Sue. I'm glad you could come at all. You can always email me after the show if you saw something that I didn't go over yet. So thank you for coming. So yes, in this one, I scrimshawed like flower tattoos all over her back that are melding in with her long flowing hair and her actual flowers. So, oh, and I didn't turn her over for her beautiful stone. This is another gorgeous bright chrysocolla. I don't have too many of these left because they are getting harder and harder to find, but this one was like so bright and turquoisey. I thought it was perfect for a 60s piece with those bright colors. I will try her on while I show her out in the sun. So this piece is for anyone who wants to bring back that beautiful flower power of the 60s and enjoy their resistance to everything now. It's time to start another civil rights movement. So our flower power is going to help us do that. She's on a chrysocolla chain. And I do have a show special for her. She would normally be 2,700. Tonight she's gonna be 2,400, and then her layaway would be 480 for our awesome flower power. So, oh yay, thank you, Kellyanne. I'm glad you like her. Yeah, she was a lot of fun to do. I love anything Art Nouveau. So, always fun to create some new Art Nouveau pieces. All right, next up we have. I'm gonna kind of whip through things a little bit faster than I normally do, just because I'm worried that my voice will completely give out. So we can always go back if I go over anything too fast. This is also a new design. This is my modern witch. I'm going to zoom in here so you can see the little details on her. This was inspired by some illustrations I've been seeing going around of sort of modern day witches. So she has got her flowing golden hair. She's got the moon and the stars around her. She's got her little cat companion. She's got her broom. She's got her turtleneck on. She's got her little diamond engraved pants on. Little flats. She's ready for anything. She's on a beautiful labradorite. And then she's got this really gorgeous light golden labradorite on the back. It's like very shiny. I debated a long time on what stone to use for her, but I wanted something that, yeah, it was really like pale and evoked like a twilight sky. So I really enjoyed how she came out. She's on a labradorite chain. Oh, your wife is a modern day witch, Patrick. I love that. That's great. Good for her. Let me pull up her video. You can see her labradorite on sun. I think we're all modern day witches. I'm definitely a modern day witch. I call myself a metal witch because that's the medium that I work in. So, and yes, our modern day witch is basically here to be fearless and create her own type of magic, whatever that may be. I also get a little bit of Studio Ghibli vibes off this, like especially Kiki's delivery service, if any of you guys are fans, since she's got her little cat on her broom. This is our modern day witch. It's a little bit of a bigger piece for our statement. And then she also has a show special. She is 2,900. And then would normally be 2,900, but her show special is 2,700. And then her layaway is 540 for our beautiful modern day witch. So Kelly, you're tempted by the flower fairy one. Well, I'm happy to tempt you and show her in more detail once we race through the rest of our pieces. So, you know me, I'm really a modern day temptress of of jewels. All right, that was our modern witch. Next up, we have our Silver Panther. You guys know I had to do a couple of new animals for every show. I'm going to zoom in here so you can see his engraving. He's got a beautiful fur engraving there, and then a really unique stone. This is a vintage crazy lace agate with some crystal druzy pockets on the back. Beautiful pale gray. I actually can't remember if I've used a pale gray stone. I was talking about that with somebody. It might have been Jennifer. About how I've never used a gray stone before. And then, of course, I saw one in my collection and I'm like, ooh, challenge accepted. And I thought it was perfect with our Silver Panther. He's got some gold blooms in the forest, kind of an Art Nouveau forest behind him, because of course. And then some very sparkly labradorite for his gemstone chain. I will try him on here. And I will play his video while I do. There's our panther out in the flowers. And the panther symbolizes resilience and inner strength. Sort of along the same lines as lion and tiger, where they're sort of symbolizing like inner willpower, very much like sun energy. And the panther is also resilience, which is good if you are going through anything, to give you that little extra courage and resilience to push through. Our panther does have a show special. He would normally be 1,600, and tonight he is 1,400, with layaway being 467 for our Silver Panther there. And then, of course, speaking of animals, I do have one more new animal design. Put that out here. Both cams. Okay. I have the koi fish pond. So now we are kind of heading over to Asian mythology. This is a design that I did for my May collection, my big 20th anniversary collection, and it was super popular and I loved making it. So I made another one on a really cool stone. This is chrysocolla, but it has these beautiful calcite plumes in it. And it reminded me of like foam and pond and just sort of a beautiful, like a wave happening. I felt like it had a lot of motion and it was perfect for the pond on the front. That is our koi fish. And we've got our lotus flowers, our water lily lotus blooming with the lily pads all around him. He is on a beautiful chrysocolla chain. And the koi have a beautiful story. They are all about determination and dedication. And originally there was a group of like 100 of them struggling upstream to get to their mating grounds, and only one ended up making it because it was such a long trip. And when he got there, the gods saw his dedication and transformed him into a dragon to reward him. So I love koi fish. They are a symbol to never give up and always persevere. And speaking of never giving up, I think this intrepid clasp, oh my gosh, I looped it on to the jump ring of both pieces I was wearing at the same time. Wow. Having a special day, guys. You have to bear with me. Hopefully this is a charming comedy of errors rather than a total disaster. I try. Okay, there's our beautiful koi fish. This piece would normally be 2,600, but I'm doing a show special of 2,500 with the layaway at, did I say 2,400 or 2,500? Anyway, normally 2,600, tonight 2,400, and the layaway is 480. I will play that out here. And there he is in the sun, swimming happily amongst the beautiful lily pads. I love that stone. It's really cool. I was saving it for some sort of water-based piece, and I thought it was perfect for the koi fish there. So there is the size of this one, and again comes with a gradiated chrysocolla chain that sort of moves from lighter to darker. And then next up, see both cams. Okay. I have our cherry blossom princess, and this is a design I haven't made for a long time, but she is one of my more intricate pieces. She is the Japanese sun goddess and goddess of volcanoes. So she was both powerful and gentle at the same time. She has her beautiful golden flowing hair, her kimono, and then of course the little blossoming cherry branches with her beautiful porcelain jasper stone on the back. I love this stone because it has sort of like almost like a falling gradiating purple for the cherry blossoms. And then she is beaded with our natural amethyst beads. Let me put her on real quick so you can see and play her video. Here she is out in the sun. She looks a little a little more purple. That's more her real coloring. For some reason she seems a little muted on the indoor lights. But there's the purple porcelain jasper on the back. And then she is priced at cherry blossom. She is priced at 3,200, and then her layaway is 534 for our beautiful cherry blossom princess here. I know Danica has her. I hope Danica was able to make it to the show. I thought she commented earlier. I know she has her eye on this one, so we'll see if she made it. So cherry blossom sold. Yay! You made it to the show. I'm so glad. She's this is dedication, guys. I think she's on her phone in the airport. Trying to get logged into my show. So I deeply appreciate that. Thank you, Danica. Round of applause for our first sale of the night, our beautiful cherry blossom princess. She's going to a happy new home. So I'm so glad that you made it on the live show. Suko, you think someone wants I am not seeing any Facebook comments at all. It just says no comments at all on Facebook. So shoot, I might be missing some people on Facebook. Suko, if you can help me out and let me know who wants the Panther on Facebook and if and what their name is. This is so bad, you guys. But yes, the Panther is available. So hopefully,
You can just use this.
Okay. Yeah, I can't see any. I haven't seen any Facebook comments. I assumed no one was on there. Oh, there are people on Facebook. Okay. I'm so sorry. Who wanted the panther? Alessandra. Oh, okay. Thank you, Alessandra. I've got comments now. I was like, what is happening?
So that's that.
Okay, and that'll refresh now.
Yeah, that's my. I'm watching you.
You're watching. Okay, not anymore.
Oh, I'm not anymore.
Yeah, it's frozen. I don't know. We're going to figure this out, guys. I'm so sorry. I thought no one was on Facebook because there were no comments. But thank you so much, Alessandra. We will. I will put the panther aside from you. Oh, and if you can, Danica, I know your info. I will send you the invoice, so you do not need to fill out this. But Alessandra, if you can go to kellymorgan.com/thank you, I will need to know if you want layaway for the panther, or if you want to pay in full, and your shipping address. So please fill out that form. So that's great. Oh, Danica, you're actually flying. Wow. Well done. That's commitment. All right. Panther sold. Cherry blossom sold. We're figuring it out, guys. This is such a disaster. I'm having the worst month, but you guys are what makes me happy and makes this all possible. So thank you for spending an evening with me. It really helps. Okay. I think I can now see the Facebook comments. So yes, basically this is live on YouTube and Facebook. And so I'm trying to read both comments at the same time. I could not read the Facebook comments, but now I can. I hope nobody else wanted something on Facebook. If you said sold and I missed it, just repeat. And now I can see both of you at the same time. So sorry, guys. All right, next up we have, this is actually one of my favorites from the May collection that I am so shocked did not sell. This is the Art Deco goddess. I'm going to zoom in here. She is the goddess of the Roaring 20s, which we are kind of in right now. God help us. The 1920s. She has her Art Deco crown on. She has her jewels, her pearls, her beautiful dress, her little star accent, her little fascinator with some flowers. And then check out this stone. This is really cool. This is an obsidian, but it has these like silver streaks running through it, like a river. It's like tiger's eye. They sort of glisten. It's really beautiful. I think I've only seen one or two like this, and it's really cool. It's like black and silver, which of course is perfect Art Deco colors, black and gold and silver. I added the black sapphires for her accent stone. We will try her on and play her out under the sun where you can really see that stone go crazy. Those streaks are really fun. You can see them a little through the front, but it's on the back that they're like really vibrant. Yeah, it looks like striping, like striking on a panther or something. So that is our Art Deco goddess. And she, of course, symbolizes our beautiful 1920s. If you love Art Deco, this is your goddess. And then her price, I do have a show special. She is normally $2,200, but tonight she is $1,990, and then her layaway is $498 for our goddess of the Roaring 20s. All right, next up, I have one of my personal favorite pieces. This is an exact replica of Alphonse Mucha's painting called Cycles Perfecta. I'm probably mangling the French. Cycle Perfecta. So I'm not sure how to exactly pronounce that, but it was a poster of a bicycling woman with her hair flowing freely behind her. Alphonse Mucha was the founding father of the Art Nouveau movement, and his Art Nouveau paintings are famous throughout the world. I'm actually licensed by the Mucha family to continue his legacy and create these really intricate replicas. And this is a piece that took me weeks for the saw work. Like every single line on here is just so detailed, so curvy. Some of them are so curvy, I had to break them into two and create two different lines for them. But I love how she came out. Somebody asked me if I would do a replica of this like probably 15 years ago, and I doubt they have seen my work. I doubt they're following me anymore, but I always wanted to do it. But I was a little I was a little worried about the intricacy, but I did pull it off. I'm so happy. This is her gorgeous stone on the back. I picked a really beautiful jasper. It reminds me of like, I don't know, like a sweeping ocean or just the movement through the stone is gorgeous. It gradiates from this like bright red into sort of a darker purple. Um, and it just, yeah, it looks like a sunset over the ocean or something. I paired it with garnet beads and then of course all the intricate saw work. And what I love about Art Nouveau posters of bicycles is that they really represented freedom and independence, especially for women, because up until the bicycle, women had to be chaperoned everywhere by a man. And when the bicycle came along, they really couldn't do that anymore. So Muka did a lot of posters that were a little like subversive for the time because they'd be a woman bicycling and then like her hair flowing out freely as she like sped through town. So I do another bicycling woman that I love because it's just freedom and independence for women. It's got a little like hidden meaning behind the Art Nouveau. This is one of my masterpiece necklaces, so it is a statement size. This is not a small one. It's not quite as big as Astria, but it's just like one slight grade down. So this is for people who are ready to make a statement. Here she is out in the sun with her beautiful golden hair, her very detailed little bicycle, and then her beautiful jasper stone on the back. This piece would normally be priced at $4,800 because of all the incredible detail and gold, but I'm actually going to do a show special of $3,800, so $1,000 off. Her layaway is $634 a month. And yes, this is a very special piece. I don't think I'll be recreating her. Just because she is such a labor of love. And I also don't think I have any other like giant stone to do her justice with. So this is the piece that I am most proud of in this collection. And yeah, I hope she finds a good home because I love her. Okay, that was tray one. All right, so we're going to do a quick recap for anyone who eventually made it here. If anyone is signing on now, I'm sorry for the technical difficulties, but we are going through our 30 pieces tonight. We just saw tray one. To recap, we still have the goddess of dance, the cosmic sun and moon, the druid, flower power, the silver panther has sold. We still have the modern witch and the koi fish pond, the cherry blossom goddess has sold, and we still have the Art Deco goddess and the Alphonse Mucha Cycle Perfecta. Perfect bicycle, I think is the translation of that. And then upcoming next, we're going to go over tray two. We have the butterfly fairy, the eagle talisman, the queen of hearts, the book lover, the whale, the snake, Amaterasu, the Japanese goddess of the sun, Beauty and the Beast, Vesta, the Roman goddess of the home and hearth, and the last unicorn. On tray three, we've got Circe the sorceress. No mirror phoenixes tonight, but we do have Calliope the muse, Artemis the goddess of animals, the lady of the lake, the Art Nouveau mermaid on lapis, the tiger talisman, the golden bee, the bluebell fairy, and the tall ship of adventure. All right, I'm going to try to whip through those a little bit faster. I like talking about the new ones because they all have new exciting stories. All right. Oh,
Sorry, love.
it's okay. I don't have Christian here to help, so I'm just like physically grabbing the trays and moving them myself. It's sometimes it is what it is. All right, hold on. Taking some tea. Okay, so let's get these guys more centered here. Okay, thank you, Zuko. Yeah, I am really proud of that piece. Okay, next up we have the butterfly fairy, and this is another really intricate design that was sort of inspired by the Art Nouveau tattoo movement that is going strong. If you guys if you are at all involved in tattoo culture, there's like a revival for these beautiful Art Nouveau designs. And so I wanted to do one that was surrounded by butterflies. She has a little diamond in one of her butterflies. She has a crescent moon inlaid into her forehead, and then a really unusual stone. This is a really like slim and tall purple charoite stone that I got from a vintage collection in my stonecutters collection. And so I ended up making a frame to sort of surround it. So really really different. She's like breaking the stone frame, which I don't do too often, but I thought it was really fun to kind of give her an Art Nouveau frame and showcase this really incredible stone. Of course, she has amethyst beads to match. I will try her on. So yeah, Kellyanne, you and I love the Art Nouveau ones. I can't resist them. And the butterfly fairy symbolizes renewal and transformation because, of course, the butterfly goes from the little cocoon to the amazing butterfly. So she helps us with any transformation we need, breaking free of stagnant energy and moving forward, even if we're a little afraid. The butterfly energy is really good for helping. Here she is out in the sun with her 3 golden butterflies. And of course, the beautiful purple stone on the back. Sorry, guys. There it is out in the sun. It goes from like dark to pale. It's really interesting depending on the lighting situation in there. So here she is on. She's a bit of a longer piece, which I personally love. I'm very into like long, elegant pieces. In my own personal collection, they tend to lean that size, but I do have a show special for her. She is normally $3,500, but tonight she is $3,200, and then her layaway would be $534 for our beautiful butterfly fairy. Very unusual design. So it's fun. It's fun for me when I do something a little bit new. And speaking of new, this is a design I've never really done before. This is meant to be, I do have men that buy my pieces and it's awesome and I love it. And you guys should feel free to wear whatever you want. But this one was specifically designed with a more unisex feel. So this is our eagle talisman. And he is carved from mammoth bone. I'm gonna zoom in here. This is a petrified piece of mammoth bone. That is why it is so three-dimensional. Look at that honking thickness. It is crazy thick. And then I dapped out his 24 karat gold beak. He has a little black onyx and gold rimmed eye. And then of course the beautiful, this is actually a chrysocolla, but it's a really sort of more golden one. Usually they're like bright blue, like the matching beads here, but this one is like this golden, almost like a landscape with like the night sky above it. The eagle is soaring through. And the eagle, of course, stands for independence and freedom. Our eagle is reminding us that we are always and forever free, and we can even if things are holding us back emotionally or spiritually, we can always be free in our souls. So I love this design. This is a design that my mentor created, Heyoka Merrifield, who was the medicine man that I trained with. And that taught me to give every piece a meaning and a story behind it. And so this was one of his designs that I'd always wanted to do. And this piece would also, I put it on the chrysocolla because it's fun to look at with the colors, but I do think this looks amazing on a sterling silver chain. And if any men are watching, I would recommend a 20-inch sterling silver chain, which would probably hit you about where it's hitting me. This is about an 18, 19-inch chain. And let me play the video. Here is our eagle out in the sun. And I do have a show special. This one is normally $1,900, but tonight he will be $1,600 with layaway at $400 for our eagle. And I guess I did show it. I did show it on the sterling silver chain on the video. So good for me. All right. Next up, we have the Queen of Hearts and the Book Lover. All right. I will start with the Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts, of course, is inspired by Alice in Wonderland. She is our powerful, in this version, she is the queen who uses her power for good. She knows the value of kindness and the heart. She has, let me zoom in here. She has three different types of gold. So I did a rose gold, which I don't normally do, a 24 karat gold, and then an 18 karat yellow gold. So three different colors of hearts, her little crown at the top, and then her gorgeous, this is a poppy jasper from Morgan Hill, which is local to California. It's actually a very rare type of poppy jasper, but once in a while, every few years, I manage to get my hands on some. So that's always really exciting. I love the variety and colors to it. And then I set her with garnets, and let me try her on and find her video so we can see her out in the sun. There she is amongst the flowers. She is basically our goddess of love, and that includes all types of love: self-love, romantic love, platonic love. She reminds us of the many different kinds of love in the world, and to always remember that one of our greatest possessions is our heart. That is our Queen of Hearts. I think I do have a show special for her. She is normally 2,800. But her show special tonight is 2,500, and then her layaway is 500 for our Lady of the Hearts. All right, and then next up we have, oh, I need to switch to cameras. Okay, next up we have the Book Lover. This is a design that I had in my design banks for quite some time, but had never actually made, and I was inspired recently to make it. This is our Book Lover. She is holding her book. She is very little Regency styled here with her little dress and her gloves. I couldn't resist a throw out to Jane Austen, because I do love me some Jane Austen. She has silver flowers in her golden hair, and then a really beautiful malachite on the back, which has almost like a blue-green tone. It's very sort of teal more than the traditional like bright forest green of malachite, which I like. And then I matched it to the chrysocolla beading there. I will try her on for you. This is for anyone who loves to get lost in a book and thinks that books are truly magic because they have the ability to transport you places without ever leaving your home. Oh, I'm glad you guys like the Book Lover. I've got some fellow book lovers out there, I see. And then I will play her there. She is out in the sun, delightfully reading her book on a very beautiful, it looks a little more green in the sun. That's interesting. It looks more teal inside. Love that malachite. I do have a show special for her. She would normally be 2,500, but tonight she is 2,200, and her layaway would be 440 for our Book Lover, if anyone wants a little accompanying goddess while they read. All right, next up, we will do a couple animal pieces to do a little break from our goddess ones. Let me go to both cams. Okay. First up, we have the whale, the cosmic whale. I'm going to zoom in here. This is our whale, the gentle protector of the ocean, and the reminder that the whales are like memory keepers and nurturers. And so this one has little cosmic stars in his body, and then a beautiful, this is a crazy stone, you guys. It's like bright electric blue. There is no saturation filter on this. It's just like a crazy bright blue on this side, and then it's like a darker blue with stars in it from the pyrite flecks on this side. So it's, yeah, I don't know what happened there in gemology terms, why one side is different than the other, but I thought that's so cool. Beaded with natural faceted lapis. And then I will try him on while I play the video. There is our cosmic whale journeying out among the ocean, or perhaps space, since it looks like stars in the sky. And then look at the difference in color. It's wild. I'm like, is it two different stones? It feels like it. That's the bright blue on the back, and then the softer, darker blue on the front. And the whale is still priced at 1,400. And then his layaway would be 467 a month, and he does include this very sparkly lapis chain. I wanted it to be super sparkly because, of course, he's the cosmic whale. So I sort of envision him out in the stars. All right, that is our classic whale. And then next up, we have our rainbow snake. I call this one the rainbow snake because of the crazy colors of the labradorite that I tend to pick for this piece. We have our silver snake gliding through a field of golden poppies. And the snake symbolizes transformation and shedding of the old. So if you are ready to let go of a situation or even a quality that doesn't serve you anymore, our snake will help you let go gracefully and transform. And then he is on this beautiful labradorite that's shifting from gold to blue. And there's almost like on the front, it almost has like some darker, like really deep blue indigo tones, which I thought was really interesting. This one comes with a sterling silver chain. Let me play his video. There is our snake. Yeah, you can see what a labradorite out amongst the sun there. And the snake is priced at $1,200 with layaway at $400. Oh, I guess I put a labradorite chain on him on that video. Yeah, he's priced at $1,200, which includes the sterling silver chain. And then if you want to upgrade to the labradorite chain, that would be $125. There is our snake, one of my smaller pieces there. But one of my favorites that I keep coming back to because it's just, I don't know, it's just so simple and yet Art Nouveau at the same time. So I love some of the simple animal pendants. I like to keep bringing them into the mix. All right, next up, back to goddesses. We have Amaterasu and Beauty and the Beast. Amaterasu is the Japanese goddess of the sun. She is shown here with a big, beautiful magnolia on her kimono. And then lotuses and cherry blossoms in the tree above her. She was the goddess of the sun, of volcanoes, of spring, of renewal. She was a major goddess in Japanese mythology. And I thought that this stone looks so much like cherry blossoms and just flowers falling from the sky. It's perfect. What is this called? It's a special type of agate. It's not exactly called flower agate, but the actual name is eluding me right now. And I got a couple pieces of this and I was like, oh, it's so perfect for her. And it matches this gradiated tourmaline perfectly with the beautiful sort of lavender and rose colors to it. She is a wonderful goddess because she is both a mix of strength and gentleness as the goddess of spring, yet also volcanoes. Goddess of the sun, goddess of rebirth and renewal. Here she is on with the beautiful gradiated tourmaline. And that's not the right one. That's Amaterasu out in the flowers. You can see that beautiful gold contrast with the soft rose colors of the stone there. And I do have a show special for her. She is normally $2,900, but tonight she is $2,800, and then her layaway would be $467 for our Japanese goddess of the sun, Amaterasu. All right, and then next up, we have Beauty from the classic fairy tale Beauty and the Beast. This is one of my favorite fairy tale designs. She is covered in the golden roses on the front there. And then on the back, I have a piece of chrysocolla that has got some beautiful darker tones to it. The flower power piece we saw was a really light chrysocolla in the first tray. And then this one is like a really dark sort of mysterious teal, which I thought was beautiful and very fairy tale-esque. She is also beaded with chrysocolla beads. And let me try her on. This one is fun because I think she's my biggest face that I do. And it's really fun for me to make the faces so large because then I can really focus on the expression and like getting it just perfect. I really like how this one came out. Here she is on one of our longer pieces. I will play her video. And of course, the Beauty and the Beast fairy tale represents the importance of love and acceptance, and how love can change love can change a heart, and acceptance can change a heart. So one of my favorite fairy tales. She is priced at 2,200. I still have her there on the website, and her layaway is 550. She is one that will be going up after I sell this one, so she will be going from 22 to 24 because she has so much gold, and gold is just like going crazy, you guys. It's a good time to hang on your gold and invest. So Beauty will be going from 2,200 to 2,400, but for now she is still 22 on our beautiful chrysocolla. All right, and then let's move on to the last two pieces of tray 2. We have the Last Unicorn and Vesta. And Vesta is our Roman goddess of the home and the hearth. She is holding a little bouquet of roses to make her home a beautiful, peaceful, calm sanctuary. Vesta, or Hestia as she's known in Grecian mythology, is your goddess if you are a homebody, if you love to be at home and make your home into a beautiful, peaceful, wonderful sanctuary. You might have Hestia or Vesta as your goddess and didn't even know it. So she is here on a charoite, beautiful charoite purple stone there, with amethyst beading. She has a little crown and granulated pearls in her hair there. And then, of course, her brocaded dress. Let me try her on really quickly. Yeah, I love Hestia. I love Hestia and Vesta, since my home is always my sanctuary. And I believe I do have a show special on Vesta. Oh, yes, actually, she's one of our best show specials tonight. She would normally be 2,700, but tonight she is 2,300. And then her layaway would be 460. And she is going to be a one of a kind. So this will be a one creation only. As some of them I like to just do one-offs because it's quite fun for me to just make one of a design occasionally. So she will be our one of a kind design. All right, next up we have the Last Unicorn. This one is based on the classic film, The Last Unicorn, which was arguably the most influential film in my life. I loved it growing up. I love unicorns. To me, they are just symbols of joy and happiness and that pure childlike wonder that we still have in some part of us. So the unicorn reminds us that we can always access that part. She is standing in a beautiful golden glade of leaves here with her golden collar. She has a beautiful rose jasper on the back with these really stunning, beautiful rose shades and then garnet beading. And I will try her on. She has this really cool, unique shield shape to her that I like working with. I've been really into like ovals and like longer shapes recently, but I also love this shield shape. Ooh, very sparkly garnets I'm seeing in the indoor lights. And then I do have video of her outside. There's our Last Unicorn amongst the flowers. She is priced at, let's see, where's that? Oh, I guess she's also 22 still. She is priced at 2,200, and then her layaway is 550. But she is another one like Beauty that will be going up to 2,400 the next time I make her. So she will be getting a slight price increase. So if anyone wants to grab the last one, the Last Unicorn at the last price of 2,200, this is our our last rose one. So. Oh, koi fish sold. Yay, Nancy, I'm so glad you can chat. Yay. I'm sorry. I don't know what has happened with our crazy live show tonight, but I'm glad you made it. Glad you got your koi fish. Wonderful. Where is that one? Way down here. Okay. Oh. Here is your beautiful koi fish. That was a comment from Facebook, guys, on YouTube. It's a little confusing with two places, but we'll figure it out. Nancy, if you can go to kellymorgan.com/thank you and fill out the quick little form that just lets me know if you want layaway or pay in full. Excuse me. And that would be great. And Alessandra, if you are still here, let me know in the chat if you filled out your invoice form at kellymorgan.com/thank you. I normally have Christian checking on this for me, but he is too sick right now. So I need my viewers' help. So yay. Thank you so much, Nancy. I'm glad the koi fish found a good home. That was so much fun to recreate. So I am thrilled it is going to a good home. All right. So we were on Last Unicorn. That was the end of tray 2. So let us do a quick recap for everyone that is still here. So far we have done 2 trays, and they are the Dancer, the Cosmic Sun and Moon, the Druid, the Flower Power Goddess. The Silver Panther has sold. We still have the Modern Witch. Our Koi Fish just sold. Our Cherry Blossom Princess just sold. We still have the Art Deco Goddess and the Alphonse Mucha replica of the Perfect Bicycles poster. Tray 2, we still have the Butterfly Fairy and the Eagle Talisman, the Queen of Hearts and the Book Lover, the Cosmic Whale and the Snake Talisman, Amaterasu, the Goddess of the Sun, Beauty and the Beast, and Vesta, the Goddess of Home and the Hearth, and the Last Unicorn. And then we are going to quickly go over tray 3, which is Circe the Sorceress, Calliope, the Epic Muse, Artemis, the Goddess of Animals, the Lady of the Lake, the Art Nouveau Mermaid, the Tiger Talisman, the Golden Bee, the Bluebell Fairy, and the Tall Ship of Adventure. I did sell the Mirror Phoenix on the start of that tray. I filmed these like a week ago, so some of these pieces are available on my website, and that one got sold in the meantime, so I had to pull it last minute. Sorry, guys. But that is the only piece that was pulled beforehand. So, all right, next up we have Circe the Sorceress. I wanted to include a few of my classic pieces. I'm still making a lot of goddesses at $9.90, which was my original price point from, I think, 15 years ago, you guys. I have never raised this price. I will be raising a lot of these prices by the end of the year because they are, oh, did something go down?
It's okay. Nope.
All right, Christian's fixing something.
Now you can see comments again.
Now I can see comments again. Great. Yes, but I still am really trying hard to keep a lot of these like little classic goddess ones, like Circe and the Flower Fairy and Helen of Troy and Selene, and who else do I have? A couple of the other ones at $9.90. And yeah, I want my work to find good homes, and I want a price to, be semi-affordable. So Circe is one of my classic ones that is still $9.90. And she is the goddess of, she's the goddess from the island of Aegea in the Greek Sea. She is a goddess of transformation, of magic, of healing, of independence. She is casting a spell here that is turning into a snake, which is the Native American medicine animal for healing. And then she has this beautiful red agate on the back there that just looks like fire and smoke to me. Like she's casting a spell over a beautiful flame. And then she has gradiated pearls for the beading, really dark reds up to some lighter tones with little garnet accents here. Let me try her on. Oh yes, and I guess you guys heard the price. She is $9.90 with her layaway at $3.30. I do have a video of her, so let me grab that out. Where did that go? There she is. Sorry, it says my current Circe. I was putting the video on my website and I forgot to take the text off for the live show. But there she is out amongst the sun. The the red agate almost looks purple out in the sunlight there, which is really beautiful. So here she is on one of my classic original goddesses. I think I've been doing that design in different stones and shapes for like probably most of my career because she was one of my first designs. So I still love her. All right. Next up, we have Calliope. Wondering if something has shifted with the light here. I'm gonna turn the brightness up just a tiny bit. That's darker. Then I'm gonna see. No, I don't know where info is. That's okay.
All right, I got you.
Maybe it's under Q. Info. Oh
Nope.
yeah,
Well, that's the.
that's the saturation.
Yeah.
That's what I
Is
want.
that what you want?
Yeah. Turning the saturation up a tiny bit because it just seems like something like went dark. So, okay, that's better. Yeah, I was like, why do these guys look so pale? Okay, we have fixed it. This is Calliope. She is the muse of epic poetry. She is from the Greek pantheon of muses. Who all had sort of different talents, but they inspired you in various forms. So she is basically the modern equivalent of the writer. So if we have any writers or poets here, Calliope is your specific goddess that inspires you. She has her beautiful Art Nouveau hair here, cascading down with her brocaded sleeve, and then she's holding a little page from her writing. She has this is a similar stone to the last unicorn one. It's called a rose jasper, and it just has this beautiful, like soft pinks and lavenders and purples. It looks like Aurora Borealis, but like in rose tones. So I love that stone. It matches the tourmaline perfectly. And then she's a little amethyst as her accent stone there. Let me try her on and find her video. There she is out amongst the flowers with her beautiful pink stone and her very Art Nouveau hair, inspiring us and remembering us to always write and keep going, even if the going is hard. I used to think I would be a creative writer because I wrote so many short stories and poetry when I was a kid. And in a way, I still do write because I write the stories of the goddesses. So I'm still a writer, sometimes still write poetry. And so Calliope is always special to my heart. Calliope is priced at $2,400. And then her layaway is $480 a month for our goddess of writing and inspiration. All right, next up we have Artemis. Artemis is the goddess of animals. She is another one of my classic designs. She is holding her cat companions, and she is the goddess of animals, the moon, the hunt, women's healing, and independence. And she is shown here with a purple jasper on the back, that beautiful gorgeous purple color with matching amethyst accent and beads. And she is also known as Diana in the Roman pantheon. Artemis is the Greek version. So if we have any women named Diane or Diana here tonight, your namesake goddess is Diana or Artemis, and she is our goddess of the hunt and the moon and animals. So I had to make this one with a cat, and I do have backup that one of her sacred animals is the cat, because there is a wonderful statue of Artemis covered in cats that was dug up somewhere in Greece in an island, and so I always felt like Diana was associated with cats, and I was like, aha, I found the statue, prove it. Artemis is $1,200. Her layaway is $400, and I do have a video of her out in the sun with that beautiful purple stone, and of course her little cat companion, because of course I love my cats. You guys know I gotta have a cat piece, at least one cat piece in the show. All right, next up we have who I think Lady of the Lake was first. Lady of the Lake. She is I guess we're doing a little run of classic goddesses, because Artemis is classic, Lady of the Lake is classic, and the Art Nouveau mermaid are some of my classic designs. And these are ones that I've struggled very hard to keep the price what they have been for years and years. So this is one of the Lady of the Lake. She is holding Excalibur, which she gave to King Arthur, on her horse there. And then the swan symbolizes royalty, since she was the high priestess of Avalon. She is on this this is actually a super, 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 super dark green, which it looks black. I know it does look black, but it is actually a very, very dark forest green jasper, which you can see because it's got some lighter green parts. And I thought that was just perfect for Avalon, which is a land of green and mystery. And so she's got a little Australian opal at the top there. You can see it kind of glinting pinks and greens. And then she has some raven's wing pearls to match there. I will try her on. She is priced at Lady of the Lake. She is priced at $19.90, which is pretty crazy for a piece this size with this amount of detail. But as I said, I've tried to keep some of the classic designs their same price. So $19.90, and then her layaway would be $4.98. I do have her out in the set. Oh, I'm playing tray 3. Oops. There's the Lady of the Lake out in sun. It's, yeah, that stone, it looks black, but like it's actually deep, 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 deep forest green, which is just wild. And then of course those beautiful raven wings pearls on the beading there. And here she is on. Definitely a statement piece because I like to have a couple of those. So all right, next up is our Art Nouveau mermaid. For me, mermaids, you guys know I always have to have at least one mermaid per show, just like the cats. This is our Art Nouveau mermaid. And she is a goddess of protection and femininity. And to me, mermaids represent the full spectrum of what it means to be a woman, because you have the very like self-sacrificing, kind Little Mermaid all the way to our sirens that pull in sailors to drown them. So really they are the full spectrum of femininity. And I love that there are so many different stories with them in every culture around the world. This one is set on this beautiful bright blue lapis with like little stars in the sky from the pyrite. And then bright blue lapis beading with a bright Australian blue opal at the top there. And we'll try her on. And there is our beautiful lapis. Yeah, Kellyanne, I think you have collected a lot of my mermaids because you too are a mermaid lover just like me. And yeah, I don't think you have the Art Nouveau one. And that's the curse. I'm always going to be coming out with new mermaids, so you're never going to be safe. I love, I started making mermaids like probably 5 years into my business, and I was so trepidatious about it. I'm like, is anyone going to like mermaids? Like goddesses, sure, but like, am I the only adult that loves mermaids? I was so happy to be so wrong. Everyone loves mermaids. A lot of adult women love mermaids, and they have been one of my best sellers. So I'm super glad that I continue to make them. All right, Nouveau Mermaid. Here she is in the sun with that beautiful piece of lapis. She is another classic design that I am keeping at $9.90 for now. And then her layaway is $3.30 with that beautiful, almost like a starry sky behind her, or like she's swimming in the ocean and like stars are falling down in the water with her. So there is our classic Art Nouveau mermaid, still $9.90, and her layaway is $3.30 for our beautiful Art Nouveau mermaid. All right. Horrible curse. Exactly. Okay, we're going to move on to some animals, and we are almost through. We have 4 more pieces, and then we'll do our recap. So next up, we have the golden bee. This piece is really unusual because it's very sculptural. So the bee itself is actually very 3-dimensional. It feels like it's going to fly right off the piece. I used 24 karat gold for the body and 18 karat gold for the wings. This is an iolite stone in the center here. And then this beautiful Russian Pedersite is on the back with that dark blue and a little bit of gold and red in there. It's a really unusual stone. I wanted to pair it with these are rainbow black sapphires. And I thought they were perfect because since this stone isn't straight black and it has like little bits of gold and red in it, so too do the black sapphires. And then the bee symbolizes, the bee is for our hard workers out there who know the joys of difficult work and then the sweetness of a job well done. So the bee reminds us that our labors will be rewarded and to be loyal and kind and hardworking. It's very Hufflepuff energy. If I have any fellow puffs out there, I love the bee symbol. And this one is priced at think, do I have a special? Yes, this one's normally 2,200, but it is 1990 tonight, and then the layaway is 498 for our golden bee, and our rainbow sapphires. Oh, and did I show? I don't think I showed the video yet. This one is hard to capture that meteorite on camera, but it does have a little bit of a color shift to it from the dark blue on the back. It sort of shifts around to gold and red, which is really cool. I wish I could get more of that meteorite, but it is mined out. So this was actually a vintage piece. Okay, moving on to our tiger. Oh, you like the Art Nouveau versus Flower Power. Yeah, well, I'm happy to compare them at the end of the show, Kelly. So I can hold them side by side if you want help deciding. All right, this is our tiger talisman. This one is made from one of my last pieces of makume gane, which is bronze and silver sheets folded together that I handmade in 2015 on my sabbatical in England, which was 10 years ago now, which blows my mind. It was halfway through my jewelry career, so I guess it's time for another sabbatical. This one is on tiger's eye with that gorgeous like gold sheen to it. It's so mesmerizing. I thought tiger's eye, of course, is appropriate for our tiger. And then this piece symbolizes strength, inner power, sort of similar to our panther, like very like sun active energy. If you need to put yourself out in the world and you need a little extra boost, then tiger energy is great for that. This one is permanently beaded onto golden beads because everyone always requests that this one comes with beading. But it can be on the sterling silver. I just did it on the beads, and they're large enough that you can't slide this one out like you can with all of my other ones. So this one is permanently set on the golden beads, but if you love it and you want it on sterling silver chain, I will snip them off and reset it with a sterling silver chain. Here it is out in the sunlight. That is our tiger talisman on the tiger's eye. And you can see it's such a beautiful like bronze piece on the back there. I really love that shimmering quality that tiger's eye and labradorite have. I love anything that's like color change. The tiger is 1,400, and then the layaway is 467 for our tiger talisman. And that's whether you would prefer it with the beads or not, or the sterling silver chain. Either one is fine. All right, and our last two pieces from tray 3, moving right along. We are, this is the Bluebell Fairy. She is another piece on this beautiful charoite. I feel like I've used so much charoite. I have like 3 pieces on charoite that people are probably going to think it's like normal, and it is not normal. It's so rare for me to have beautiful royal purple like this. I cannot tell you. It just so happens that like I made one and then they didn't sell like super quickly. So I have so many right now. I have like 3 right now. And that is, I just want to say it's a very rare stone. It's very hard to get. So it is quite unusual. This is our Bluebell Fairy. Similar to the Queen of Hearts, she has 3 different types of gold. So we have rose gold, 24 karat gold, and 18 karat gold with a little diamond in her dress there. She is holding a bluebell flower. And bluebells in the language of Victorian flowers symbolize eternal love and ever faithfulness. So she is our goddess of eternal love, our little fairy, and reminds us all of the power of love. And so, of course, on the beautiful charoite stone and amethyst beading, I do have her out in the sun. She is loosely inspired by the Cicely Mary Barker series of oh my God, why am I blanking? Her classic fairy illustrations. I feel like they had a longer name, like her maybe they were just called Flower Fairy. If you guys had that book as a kid, with those little flower fairy illustrations that were so sweet, all the different types of flowers. So she is inspired by the Bluebell Fairy, because I've always loved that sweet style of illustration. And I've always loved fairies. They symbolize, similar to unicorns to me, like that sense of joy and childlike wonder. And helps us rekindle that. So our Bluebell Fairy does have, she's one of our big show specials. She is normally $2,900, and then tonight she is $2,500 with her layaway at $500 for our beautiful purple Bluebell Fairy. All right, and then last but not least, we have the Tall Ship of Adventure. This is one of my favorite designs and one that I have in my personal collection. The Tall Ship of Adventure reminds us that no matter where life goes, it is about the adventure and not the destination, and reminds us to stop and have adventures along the way. This is loosely based on kind of a Viking ship, kind of an elven ship. It's got a swan at the prow. The storm is coming in. The setting sun is the red jasper here. Let me zoom in with that beautiful, like dark sort of sunset against the sea. And then we have the gradiated pearls from dark red all the way up to golden with garnet accents. This piece is 1,400. I have not raised this one in quite some time either. With the layaway being $467 for our Tall Ship of Adventure. I don't do too many with the like gradiated pearls anymore, but I do love that. That was like kind of my signature style for years and years. And my Tall Ship also has the same gradiated pearls on it. And then let me play. There is our video out amongst the flowers. Our Tall Ship of Adventure for anyone who is ready for a little more adventure in their life. So, all right, we have reached the end of all three trays. So, I don't need both cams right now. I need me cam. Okay. Nope, that didn't work. Me cam. All right, so let's do our favorite part of the evening, where we recap everything. So this is your time to look closely at all of the pieces, and then ask me which pieces you would like to see, or you came in late, didn't get to see them, want me to recap, do a quick price comparison, show you the video. Just let me know. I'm happy to sit and chat and make sure everybody gets to see all of the pieces they want. So I will do a quick recap right now. Let's see. Okay, you can see comments on both screens. Great. Gala is asking, do I have biggest pieces? I have a lot of really large pieces. I would say the biggest one would probably be the this size, which is my Alphonse Mucha replication of his Cyclas Perfecta. So that is my largest piece and my most expensive as well. So if you want to know any info about that one, just let me know, and we shall recap the trays. All right, so tray one, we still have the Goddess of Dance, the Cosmic Sun and Moon, the Druid, Flower Power. Our Silver Panther has sold. We still have the Modern Witch. Our Koi Fish has sold. Our Cherry Blossom Princess has sold. We still have the Art Deco Goddess and the Mucha Bicycle. Oh, but we're getting a sold Mucha Bicycle. Yay. I think that is Isley, if that is you. So I'm so glad you are getting my favorite piece in the current collection, if I am going to be biased. This is basically, I wanted to do a masterpiece for 2025, my 20th anniversary, and this is it. So yay, thank you so much, Isley. I'm so glad that it has found a home with you. If you can fill out kellymorgan.com/thank you and let me know if you want pay in full or layaway and where I'll be shipping to. I will get that out to you. So yay, thank you for coming. I'm so glad it has found a wonderful new home. And the stone is crazy. You're going to love this amazing, here, let me play the video because I like this piece. So you're all going to watch it because I have control. There's our Mucha Bicycle with our beautiful, I think this is technically called a sunset jasper on the back there with those gorgeous colors. So a really one-of-a-kind stone. I love that piece. Yay! Well, thank you so much, Isley. And yeah, just if anyone has bought a piece so far, please go to kellymorgan.com/thank you and send me your info. Oh, and I forgot to mention, normally Christian is sending out invoices during the show, but since he is so sick, I will be doing it after the show. So you will have to all bear with me. I'll probably be up late and I will slowly send you the invoices. If you can, if you're in a time zone or you're a night owl, please stay up it'll probably take me like 20 minutes after the show to get them all out and pay them tonight because I am an anxious artist and I like go to sleep and I'm like, are they going to pay it? Oh my God, did I really sell it? Like, yeah, it's bad. So if you can pay it tonight and wait up, I so appreciate that. If you can't, if you have to go to sleep, if you just like stayed up all night just trying to watch my show, don't worry about it and get to it in the morning. But I do appreciate it. So okay. Someone is saying, oh, Terpsichore. Yes, she is the muse of the chorus as well as dance. That is true. And actually, as a choral singer, you think I would have led with that, but I did not. Yes, I am happy to show her again. Let me finish going through the trays. We had a mid-tray sale. That was exciting. But yeah, you guys get ready to ask me what you want to see. I'm just going to start with tray 1 again, since we have an update. I'm happy to show you more about Terpsichore. So, Alessandra. Yeah, Alessandra, just make sure you go to the link. I do need you to fill out the invoice, kellymorgan.com/thank you. It's not asking for payment. It's just asking if you want layaway or pay in full, so I can send you an invoice, and it asks you, for your shipping address. So just need you to fill that out and then I can send you the invoice. Okay, let's see. Okay, back to tray 1. Tray 1. So we do still have Terpsichore, the goddess of dance and chorus, the cosmic sun and moon, the druid, the flower power, Silver Panther is sold, modern witch is still available, koi fish is sold, cherry blossom princess is sold, we still have the Art Deco goddess, and the Muka bicycle is sold. Tray 2, we still have the butterfly fairy, the eagle talisman, the queen of hearts, the book lover, the cosmic whale, the snake talisman, Amaterasu, the Japanese goddess of the sun, Beauty and the Beast, Vesta, the Roman goddess of the hearth and home, and the last unicorn. Circe the sorceress, the Mirror Phoenix is sold. Calliope the Muse. Artemis, the goddess of animals. The Lady of the Lake. The Lapis Art Nouveau Mermaid. The Golden Tiger. The Bee Talisman. The Bluebell Fairy. And the Tall Ship of Adventure. So you guys let me know what pieces you want to talk about or see. I do not currently have an Astria Gala. She is on my website and I can make one, but I don't have one in stock at the moment. So you would need to order her. And then I have a couple of really beautiful stones that I could put her on. So yeah, the Astria is my big masterpiece. She's priced at $5,800 and she's a ton of gold and Art Nouveau stars on her. She's one of my favorite pieces to do. And I have not yet made another one because she is so much time and work. But if you would like to commission one, you can always buy her on my website, and then I would send you a picture of all the different stone colors that I have, and then you would pick your stone and I would create her. So that is always an option. So, all right. Does anyone want to see any of the pieces again? Any requests? I'm happy to compare and contrast any different ones and try them on and show their videos again. So just let me know if there are any requests to see any pieces in more detail. Take a quick sip of water. Flower Power and Art Nouveau Mermaid. Yes, we can absolutely do that. See if I can find them. Oh, way down there. Okay. Let me get back to both cams. Okay. And then a request for the book lover. Yes. Great. Let me get those out. All right. And this is also the time of the evening, guys, when it is first come, first serve. So if just because somebody asked for something and I am talking a lot about it, anyone can say sold. There are no claims. It's first come, first serve. So you can just say sold and then the name of the piece you want at any time. The end of the show is a free for all. All right. This is our Flower Power. I'm going to zoom in here. She is my newest goddess, who represents the 60s and the civil rights movement and the freedom, to be your own self and really break free of tradition. She is based in Art Nouveau. So, She has that beautiful little tattoos down her arm. She has her golden flowers in her hair. I actually hand stamped these to get that to get the little petals in the center. And then she is on this stunning chrysocolla. This is such a beautiful stone. It's like the brightest chrysocolla I've ever seen. And then I changed her beading to be a lighter set of chrysocolla. You can see the book lover has like a darker gradiated set, and I changed this to be like a super bright set so it will go with her really, really bright stone. Then I will try her on and play her video. Flower power, there she is. Yes, so she is a beautiful symbol of Art Nouveau resistance, and of course, if you love flowers and peace like I do, that is our 60s goddess on the beautiful chrysocolla stone. And here she is, one of kind of a little bit of a longer like piece. And I did have a show special for her. She is normally priced at $2,700, but tonight she is $2,400. And then her layaway is $480 for our flower power goddess. And then we're also looking at the Art Nouveau mermaid, a little bit smaller. Yeah, I would say she's a little bit of more medium, and then she's like a little bit of a smaller piece on our lapis. And then we were talking about mermaids earlier and how they represent protection and femininity, since they just have all these different aspects to them in tales around every culture. Zoom in. So she has a really bright blue lapis with a bright blue fire opal at the top, and then that sort of star strewn lapis on the back with faceted lapis beads here to match. She is one of my classic ones with the gemstone clasp. So you can't switch the chain out for a sterling silver chain, but it does have that fun gemstone clasp. And then let's try her on. There she is, and we'll get her video playing. Nouveau mermaid. There she is, out in the sun with her Australian fire opal at the top there, and the beautiful lapis on the back there. And Kelly, if you're trying to decide between the two of them, I would say it is a gorgeous lapis, but I would say between the two of them, the chrysocolla is sort of the harder stone to get at this exact moment, because it has been mined out. So I'm mostly getting it from like vintage collections, like I got this one. Whereas lapis is something that I do sometimes get back in. It's a little easier to find, at least at that moment. So you let me know if you make up your mind between the two, or if anyone else wants to swoop in and grab either one of them. Oh yes, Stella, I do remember you. Yes, from Mountain View, totally. So that's awesome. Yeah, if you want to commission an Astria, you can always email me at info@kellymorgan.com. And I'm happy to talk about doing that beautiful Astria, because I love making her. Oh, and you have one on you have the Art Nouveau mermaid on chrysocolla. Yes, I have occasionally made this one on the chrysocolla stone, so that's funny. Okay, and then we had a request for the book lover, and then Facebook we have a request for Amaterasu, the modern witch, and the dancing goddess. Yes, absolutely. All right, we're moving forward, so Kelly can think about her Art Nouveau versus flower power. And Charlotte had asked for the book lover. Let me zoom in here. This is our book lover. She is reading in her golden book, which is actually three-dimensional. It's 3 different layers. I did the pages as 2 layers, and then the cover as another layer. And she is immersed in her book of magical worlds, being transported to a new place, all while sitting in her chair. She's slightly Regency inspired with her little dress and gloves and her updo there with the golden hair. I don't do too many with short hair, but I thought I would do like an elegant little updo for her. And then this beautiful malachite that is like sort of a teal green to it with some really unusual patternings. I thought it was a really magical stone, which was appropriate for a magical piece. And then she has slightly darker gradiated chrysocolla to match the malachite stone there. I will try her on. We do have a show special. She is normally $2,500, but her show price is $2,200, and then her layaway is $440 for our our book lover. Did I say that right? Sometimes I feel like I'm reading stuff and I mess. Okay, book lover normally 2,500. Show price is 2,200 with layaway at 440. And I don't know if I said the Art Nouveau mermaid price again, but it was normally 990 today. Layaway 330 for the Art Nouveau mermaid. There is our book lover. Let me play. I had a reel on her in Instagram where I showed kind of making her in a sort of like magical little reel that was really fun. But here she is out in the sun reading her book on her beautiful malachite stone and those beautiful patternings on the back. I used to read so much. It was crazy. I was such a reader when I was a kid. Now I don't have nearly as much time as I like. But when I do, I love reading YA fantasy novels. I'm not ashamed to admit my tastes are still the same as when I was a teenager. But there's so many amazing YA fantasy novels out there. I just love so many of them. And of course, my classic Jane Austen. So she was slightly inspired by Jane Austen because she's got a little bit of a Regency feel. So that is our book lover. And then we had a request for Amaterasu, the Modern Witch, yes, Modern Witch, and the Goddess of Dance, Terpsichore. Okay, let me get those three out. Let's see. Okay. Modern Witch and Terpsichore and Amaterasu. I guess I will start with her. So Amaterasu is our Japanese goddess of the sun and also volcanoes and spring and renewal. She was a very powerful goddess. So kind of that wonderful juxtaposition of strong yet gentle. Let me zoom in here so you can see she has a beautiful golden kimono with a magnolia embroidered onto it, and then lotuses and cherry blossoms around the little silver branches. And then she has a beautiful stone on the back, this flower agate. I think it's a specific type of flower agate, but the exact name is eluding me. It just looked so much like falling cherry blossoms that I thought it was perfect for her, with our matching tourmaline rose colored gemstone beads. Oh, the camera didn't like that. Okay, there we go, camera. And Amaterasu, let me see. She does have a video. There she is out amongst the flowers in her beautiful kimono. And then, of course, the gorgeous flower agate on the back. She does have a show special. She would normally be 2,900, but, she would normally be 2,990, but tonight she is 2,800. And then her layaway is 467 for our beautiful Japanese goddess of the sun there. And then next up, excuse me, we have the Modern Witch. And this is a new piece I did to commemorate all of those among us who feel a little bit like modern witches today as we create our own magic. She's got her broom, her little diamond embroidered pants, her turtleneck, and her little cat companion going for a ride there with her familiar. And then I did these teeny little stars. These were so much fun. I think I lost 2 to the floor and had to keep resawing them, but I really wanted them to look like twinkling stars. And then this lapis is just, it's so perfect for it. It's like just almost gold. It's just like a gold light blue behind her, like the twilight sun. And then she has these, beautiful sort of pale golds, light blue on the back there, beaded with labradorite. We do have a show special for her. And we have Kelly is sold for Flower Power. Yay! Oh, I'm so glad. I love this. Where did she go? She's right there. I love this new design, and she totally reminds me of you because I know you love like classic Art Nouveau, and she almost has like mermaid hair vibes, so it works perfectly. Site is kellymorgan.com/thank-you. And yes, exactly. If my classic designs are not selling as fast as the new ones, so yeah, if the Nouveau mermaid stands a very good chance of still being around later on. So I think the new ones tend to go faster. So yay, Flower Power. Kelly, if you can fill out the form, I will get an invoice to you later tonight. Thank you so much. Round of applause for our patron of the arts, who is taking home our newest Art Nouveau piece. I will put her aside for you. Yay. That's great. Okay, I'm wearing two pieces. That's really helpful. All right, let's go back to me. And everyone, I will get those invoices to you out after the show. So I have no idea what time it is, but I will try to get them out no later than 20 minutes after I end, which will probably be soon. So if you can stay up and help me complete them, that would be great. Modern Witch, I am wearing her. She has a video. There she is out in the sun with the beautiful labradorite stone. And then she does have a show special. She would normally be 2,900, but tonight she is 2,700. And then her layaway is 540 a month for our Modern Witch. If you need to create your own magic wherever you go, the Modern Witch is you. Okay, and then we had a request for the dancing one. This is, so she is Terpsichore, who is the Greek goddess of dance and the chorus. She is shown here in her beautiful silver dress, flowing with the movement of the song. She has a gorgeous charoite purple stone and is set with amethyst gemstones here. So she celebrates the love and expression of music that just goes far beyond what words can truly convey. She does have a show special as well. And that show special is, so she's normally 2,300 and she's 1990 tonight. And then her layaway is 498 for our goddess of dance. And then let me play her video. There she is out amongst the flowers, purple flowers to match her purple stone. With that beautiful charoite in the back there. So let me know if that answered your question, Rebecca, or if you want to see, I can, wrong camera. I can also hold two of them up side by side if you kind of want to see the different dimensions or beads next to each other. I guess of the three, how much was the witch again? The witch, yeah, no, it's not you. I'm like, the brain fog is real. So I'm struggling to remember. Okay, Amaterasu was the Japanese goddess, and she was 2,990, but tonight she's 2,800. Modern Witch was 2,900, and then her show special is 2,700. And then the Terpsichore, the dancer, is normally 2,300. And tonight, her show special, I guess they all have show specials. Her show special is 1,990. Yeah, sorry, I'm like forgetting if I'm saying the names or not. And usually we have Christian putting the price in, but he is sick. So thank you guys for bearing with me. It's been a week. It's been a month. It's been a year. So I really appreciate all your help tonight as we slowly got stragglers onto the correct show. So yeah, let me know if you have any other questions or you want to see them side by side, Rebecca. I am a little scattered, so I'm happy to repeat things that I may or may not have said. So anyone else, let's do one more recap of all the trays. This is gonna be our last recap, so get ready if you have any questions that you want to ask. All right, tray one. We still have our goddess of dance, the cosmic sun and moon, the druid. Flower power has sold. The Silver Panther has sold. We still have the modern witch. We have sold the koi fish. We have sold the cherry blossom princess. We still have the Art Deco and Art Deco goddess. Sorry, and we have sold the Mucca bicycles perfecta. Tray two, we still have the butterfly fairy. We still have the eagle talisman. We still have the Queen of Hearts, the Book Lover, the Cosmic Whale, the Rainbow Snake, Amaterasu, the Japanese goddess of the sun, Beauty and the Beast, Vesta, the goddess of hearth and home, and the last unicorn. And then from tray three, we still have Circe, the sorceress. The mirror phoenixes have sold. We still have Calliope, the muse, Artemis, the goddess of animals, the Lady of the Lake, the Art Nouveau mermaid, the golden tiger, the bee talisman, the bluebell fairy, and the tall ship of adventure. So let me know if you guys want to see anything from the trays. Oh yes, Terpsichore. Yeah, well, it just looks so good on the purple. Like, what can I do? I had to put her on purple again. What are the other two purple pieces you have? I'm like, I'm normally really good with remembering who has what, but I don't recognize your handle, Alto Pride. So you have to let me know what you have. But there's nothing wrong with a signature color. Like pretty much every piece of my own I have like fits within a very specific color palette. And at first I was like, oh, I should keep pieces with different colors so they'll match with more. And then I was like, no, that's what I wear. That's what I'm drawn to. Like, it's fine. I don't mind having them all in the same color range. So sometimes our color palette is just what we love. So no shame in that. And I do love purple. It is very rare, so I try to buy them whenever I can get them. But all right, guys, let me know. Is there anything else anybody wants to see? You have a purple Pele and the rose flower fairy. Oh yes, Jen. I know who you are. Okay, yeah, you have a different name everywhere you show up. I know you do rose and one of the other ones I'm blanking of. But yes, of course I know who you are. That's funny. Yeah, handles are always hard for me because I'm like, wait, who is that? But it's probably good to not have your name everywhere you go. So, oh, Amaterasu. Yay, Rebecca. I'm so glad. I love this piece. She is a really unique one. I don't do too many in circles anymore, but I absolutely loved this design. So I'm so glad she is going to a good home. Yes, please go to kellymorgan.com/thankyou and fill out your form so I can get you all set up. And yes, hopefully everyone has filled out their invoice forms. I so appreciate it. And thank you so much, Rebecca. I'm so glad. I love this piece. She's one of my favorite designs from this year. So yay. Thank you, Rebecca. Round of applause for our patron. And I shall put her aside for you. Okay, so all right. All right. Any last questions, anyone? Let me know. Oh, you've discovered your soprano identity. I love that. I've always been a soprano, but I think I might discover my alto ability later in life as it gets harder and harder to sing the high notes. That's really funny. I used to sing in choirs before the pandemic, and I really miss that because I've been singing basically my whole life. So yeah, it's good to remember that terpsichore is also the goddess of the chorus because she very much is. So. All right, guys, I think that is our last call. So if you've been sitting on something, this is the time. In terms of things coming up, I'm going to have an Instagram live show on July 11th, I want to say. Sometime in July, I'll be advertising it on Instagram. That is kind of our next summer live show. This one normally wouldn't have been so late, but I had to postpone it from last week. Thank you guys so much for bearing with the crazy technical difficulties. I think I lost a lot of people because our actual event on Facebook never launched. We ended up just going live on Facebook itself, but that won't happen again. We will figure out what went wrong. We already figured it out. Okay, well, it won't happen again. It was because we didn't have time to run a test this week, but we'll make sure we always do in the future. So thank you guys so much. Alessandra, so the price for the Panther full price is $1,400. And then that is the show special. So it is normally $1,600 with the show special being $1,400. And then the layaway is $467. So you please go to kellymorgan.com/thankyou and then let me know if you would prefer to pay in full with the $1,400 or do layaway with the $467 a month. And then send me your shipping so I can calculate sales tax and everything and send you the invoice. So I can here. Yeah, $1,400 or the layaway is $467. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, Alessandra.
Great. I'm so glad she eventually got on and
she figured it out. Great. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry again for the delay, but thank you guys so much. Really appreciate all your support. You guys are the bright spot in my month. So I deeply appreciate it. It was really fun making all these new pieces for the show. I'm going to have a lot of fun pieces for next show. And yeah, always reach out to me and email me if you fell in love with something and you're watching the recording and you want to know if I still have it. I might. So feel free to email me at info@kellymorgan.com. And thank you guys so much. I really appreciate everyone and wishing you a wonderful, wonderful night. Good night. I have to figure out how to stop streaming. Okay, hold on. No, I'll figure it out. Okay, good night.
You gotta click over here.